you've heard me talk about focusing on protein, fats and fibre, but why and what happens when we do this? In this video, I'm going to talk about why focusing on these 3 food groups will help you achieve your health and wellness goals. For those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Sam Brown and I'm a BANT registered nutritionist here in the UK. And on my channel, I'm typically talking about all the science-backed information of anything nutrition. Focusing on protein, fats and fibre reduces the amount of glucose that enters our blood at any one time. When we start our day with a high sugar food, we get a big rush of glucose into the blood, followed by another rush of insulin. And this starts us on what I would call a sugar roller coaster. When your body is solely focused on glucose, it comes into the body very quickly and it's put into the cells very quickly. And then you'll find yourself hungry 2 or 3 hours later. And then you start on more sugary foods, and then you feel hungry again another couple of hours later. Protein stimulates a peptide hormone called cholecystokinin. Can never say that word correctly, so we're going to call it CKK for short. CKK delays something called gastric emptying, and this is just the rate of which the food that we have eaten goes out of the stomach and into the small intestine, where it starts more digestion. By reducing this time, it keeps us fuller for longer, and so we are more satiated during the day, and it reduces the amount of food that we actually eat. Also, by slowing down the gastric emptying, it reduces the way that the insulin is released in the body. If the food comes into the small intestine at a slower rate, we release insulin much slower, and then the blood sugar stays nice and stable rather than going to that roller coaster. So why don't you try something like these high protein blueberry pancakes? Recipe will be down below, or even an omelette or a chia seed pudding. You can find these on the internet anywhere. I must mention the thermic effect of protein. Now this just means that it uses more energy to digest it, break it down and absorb it. So making sure that you get enough protein into your diet is a win-win. Okay, moving on to fats. Fats reduce our ghrelin. So ghrelin is our hunger hormone. That's what makes your tummy grumble when you are hungry. Eating good healthy fats in our diet actually reduces our fasting ghrelin. So this is just the period in where we are not eating any food. That could be a longer fast, or it could just be the space between one meal and the next. By having these fats in our diet, it increases our satiety, and then we don't want to snack in between meals. Making sure that there are healthy fats in your diet increases a hormone called Peptide Yy. Now this is another satiety hormone. Peptide Yy is released when we eat and is low during our fasted state. An infusion of Peptide Yy in humans has been shown to decrease the appetite and the 24-hour caloric intake. Low fasting levels of Peptide Yy have been associated with obesity, greater BMI, and also a larger waist circumference. Having these healthy fats in your diet really stimulates Peptide Yy. Fibre. Eating enough fibre in our diet has long been associated with many different health and well-being benefits, including lowering cholesterol and feeding our friendly bacteria. But it also slows down gastric emptying, just like protein does. And this means that we are satiated for longer, and also it helps to keep that blood sugar nice and level. Switching some of your foods to whole grain versions or adding in some nuts and seeds is a great way of getting in some fibre, some fats and some protein. Increasing your vegetables is the easiest way of getting more fibre into your diet. And think of eating a real good array of colours. Eat the rainbow. Variety is definitely the spice of life. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what your favourite breakfast is. And also, do you think that you are getting enough protein, fats and fibre into your day? If you've enjoyed the information in this video, please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon so that you know when I next upload a video. And I shall see you next week.